Hey guys, I'm cooking breakfast and it just dawned on me, maybe some of you guys don't realize that, with cast iron skillet, how easy, it's more slick than a Teflon finish, and it's a lot healthier because the Teflon's not good for you at all. And yeah, if you season your skillet right, now that's just bacon grease I'm cooking it in. But even at that, if I didn't have any grease in it, it still would cook and not stick because you season the skillet. And it's just real simple, real easy. Nothing sticks to your skillet. I just wanted to show you that. Alright, you guys, I'm going to show you how I clean my cast iron skillet and how I season it. Okay, so I just cooked me some bacon and eggs, and normally, you can leave that grease in there and leave the pot sitting on your stove, and next time you're ready to cook with it, just heat it up and start using it. You can do that, and and it's real good for your skillet to leave the oil in there. But I cook bacon, so it's bacon grease, so it's not always the favorite thing. To keep in there when you got other people in the house, you know what I mean. Alright, so what I'm going to do is now I don't know if you know this either, but you can pour grease down your drain, okay, or your sink. Just turn your hot water on, let it run for a little while, heat the pipes up. That's all it needs. What happens is when you got cold pipes and that grease hits it, the grease starts to clog up and get cold or whatever, but anyway, so here we go. So I'm pouring all that grease down the drain. Now it's hot, so the pot's hot, and you got to do it when it's hot. Okay, so what you want to use, you don't want to use detergent and soap on your skillet because it's going to soak in. You don't want that. So you get yourself, like I need a new one, I know that, but I can still use it. Get you a steel wool pad, and use water and steel wool. Now, something I forgot that I need to tell you. While you're doing that, go ahead and put your oven on 350. I got one cast iron pot in there right now. Go ahead and get that on because that's how you're going to dry it, you guys. So use this and scrape it and get all your food off. Set aside. Sometimes when you break the egg on it, sometimes the egg pours out on the side. sure you got all the food particles cleaned off. Should do. Okay, and then what you're going to do to dry it, the best thing to do to dry it, because you want it hot to season it, so just go ahead, stick it in the oven. And I'm going to just leave it in there for, I don't know, maybe 10 to 20 minutes or something like that, where it'll dry it up really well, and then it makes it hot, and then we're going to season it. So let's set the timer. Well, right now the timer's at 4 minutes, but I'm going to set the timer for 10 minutes. Okay, so see you in 10 minutes. Alright guys, my 10 minutes is up. And let's see if we are dry. We're nice and dry. Alright, so the next step now is to season it. And now, see, I got the stove, I turned it off, but it's still hot, so we want to do this. So you're going to put a little, it's all black, it's hard for me to see. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of oil in here. I'm going to go ahead and spread that oil all the way around. And it's pretty hot, so it should, the little bit that you put in there is going to spread. And if you don't have enough, you can add a little bit more. Sometimes I have to add a little bit, but I think I got enough here to cover every, and you can see it. You'll see every spot it's going to cover. If you got a little place you don't cover, make sure you get it covered. Now, if you know, this is how I do it, and I mean, I'm not no expert at this. There could be some other way. I don't know. You know, I don't remember how I found out about doing it this way. And probably when I first got it, I looked up instructions on how to do it. But I've been doing it for so long, I don't remember. You know, and one little bitty spot that won't cover. Okay. All right, there you go. So once that's all done and covered, you want to just stick it back in the oven. Put your oven off, and it's ready for the next time. And when you go to use it, I promise you, it'll be better than a Teflon coating. It's amazing. I mean, when I couldn't believe it. I never wanted to ever use them because I think years ago I tried it and everything just stuck to it. Well, because it wasn't seasoned right, so you got to season it. So if you buy a brand new one, then there's a process you got to do to start off, and it usually gives you instructions how to do it. Just follow the instructions, because you got to like coat it with an oil and put it in the oven for like, I don't know, 450, 500 or something really high, some high heat. You got to let it cool down, and you got to wipe it all out, and you got to do it again. You got to do it a couple of times, and you do it, I don't know, maybe 2, 3, 4 times. I don't remember. It's a few times, and it's a process in the beginning. But once you do it, this is your way that you would clean it every time, and it doesn't take that much extra time. When you wipe it out, you turn your oven on, and when you go clean it, by that time you just stick it in the oven, and you can finish washing the rest of your dishes, clean off your counter, pick everything up. You know, in 10 minutes time, it'll be ready. And then you can go ahead and pour a little oil in it, treat it, turn your oven off, and then stick it back in there, and you're finished for the day, and then to the next time you need it. So you can, depending on what you cook, you can always add a little oil. At this point, you could throw hamburger meat in there and cook it without even adding any. Now you could add a little bit, but you don't. It ain't like you got to use a whole lot. Even like when you're doing eggs, you don't even need a whole lot of oil now that it's seasoned, it's cured, or whatever you want to call it. So so anyway, we've been doing good with it. I even have one that's in there that I got from a garage sale. I got for $2. It had rust on it, so I cleaned all the rust off and I re-seasoned it, and we use it all the time. It's a smaller one, you know. So if you got one it's you've been having, and you got it just put up somewhere and it's full of rust and all that, break it out, because it's better for you to use that than it is for you to use these Teflon coating pans that they have in skillets, because that stuff's not good for you. When you start heating it up, you're actually cooking the Teflon into your food, you're eating it, and it's getting into your system. It's not good for you. So the cast iron, stainless steel, I have a stainless steel skillet that I use, and you know, one of the key secrets to that and the cast iron is that you turn it on first and let the whole thing heat up. See, if you turn it on and put something in it while it's heating up, it's going to stick. You let the whole thing heat up. Once it's hot, stainless steel. Now with the stainless steel, you know, you can't season that, you can't treat it. You just put your oil in it, but you turn it on and let the whole thing heat up before you drop an egg in it or put your hamburger meat or whatever you're going to cook in it. Let the thing heat up. That's the key to it. And so I have a stainless steel that I use too, but I don't use it as much because I love using the cast iron skillet, because once it's seasoned, it cooks easy, quick, it cleans easy, nothing sticks to it at all. The only reason I use the steel wool is because I don't want to use anything else that has soap in it and detergent in it, dishwasher liquid. You don't want all that in. You don't want that stuff soaking into your cast iron skillet. So so anyway, there it is. There's a little lesson on how to season your cast iron skillet after you use it. And that's not the initial seasoning. I can't show you that because I don't have a new skillet. If I get a new skillet, I'll go through that process. But if you buy a new cast iron skillet, it comes with the instructions on it on how to season it. It'll tell you it's seasoned, but you need to go ahead and season it more, okay, so that you don't have problems with it. We don't have any problems using this cast iron skillet at all. And our mindset was, man, how are we going to cook with this thing? You got to put, you know, that thick of grease in there so nothing touches the bottom, so it don't stick. You know, everything you cook's got to float. That's kind of how you think. Oh, I was thinking, you know. But man, it's just a blessing to cook out of cast iron. So hope you learn something from this video. Like again, I'm not saying that I know it all. I'm not saying that that's exactly how the right way to do it, but the way I do it been working for us, and it's easy maintenance. Okay. All right, you guys be blessed. See you on the next video.